Now, if we have a variable on both sides, that's fine. It's okay. It's just a little bit more work. Now, when you have equations like this, there are a couple different things you can do first, you can do second. Okay? But the main objective is to what? Or combine like terms and get k by itself, or whatever the variable is, get that variable by itself. So get it all on one side. So you can pick what side you want to go to. It does not matter. All right? I want to make sure you understand that. There are multiple. I think there's 4 different ways you can go about this. Right off the bat. Okay? You get 4 options. I am going to minus 2k from both sides. Because I feel like that's probably the easiest one. If I minus 2k from both sides, looks like I have a positive 2k over here. Okay? But you can go any way with that. It does not matter. When you minus 2k from both sides, that right side cancels out. This left side becomes what? Positive 2k. Minus 3. Just write everything just like it is. Now, would I minus 2k from both sides here? No, what would I do? I would plus 3 to both sides because I already have my variable on one side. I have all of my k's on one side. All right? So my next step would be to plus 3 to both sides because that's a minus 3. How do I get it to the other side? I just do the complete opposite. I would add 3. Now, we've solved it down to we just have one more step left, and it is to what? Divide both sides by 2. What does that give me? 4. Okay? Make sense? Get all your variable on one side. That's the main thing. Once you have it on one side, then you can solve it. Let's go over another one. Woohoo. Now, what would I do here first? I have 2 different options. No matter what you do first, you're going to have to do both the same side. But what's the gist of what I'm about to do? What's it called? Huh? Yes, I'm going to distribute both sides. I'm going to multiply the 2 times the 8x and the 2 times the 2. On my right side, I'm going to multiply my 3 times the 2x, and I'm going to multiply the 3 times the negative 7. Flat out distribute both sides. Okay? So you can write that out if you need to. 2 times the 8x plus 2 times the 2. 3 times 2x. Can I multiply the 3 times the 2x? Yeah, I can multiply that. That's fine. Make sure you keep that as a negative 7. That's a minus 7 right there. Make sure it stays minus 7. Notice how I put parentheses around it. You don't have to, but I highly suggest doing that. All right. Now, 2 times 8x, what does that give me? 16 what? 16x. 2 times 2 is going to give me 4. It's going to give me 6x. That's going to give me a minus 21. All right, we're almost done now. What am I going to do next? Yeah, these are not considered like terms. 8x and 2 are not like terms because why? Well,
The variable on one of them.
yeah, 8 has an x with it. If this was an x right here, yes, I could combine this. And then I can multiply the 2 times the total. Same thing for this other side. I got a 2x minus 7. These are not considered like terms because, first of all, they don't have, both of them do not have an x. The 2 does, but the 7 does not. So there's no way of combining those terms as they are. Our only option is to distribute. It's a very good question. Let's go ahead and get all of our x's on one side. So I'm going to minus 6x from both sides. It's my first step that I'm going to do. Okay. Then I'm going to minus 4 from both sides. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 10. Okay, I got it 10 times x. Just divide both sides by 10. Yes, so then x will give you a negative, if you want it as a decimal, negative 2.5. Okay. So I'm minus 3 from both sides. Now I cannot combine negative 1m and 12. They are unlike terms because they don't have the same variable. 12 doesn't even have a variable. So I would need to minus 12 from both sides. Okay. That left side will cancel out. Positive 12 and negative 12 cancel. Now negative 21 and negative 12 is going to give me a negative 33. The last thing I need to look at is my negative 1m. How do I get rid of that negative sign? Well, I can just divide both sides by negative 1. Now I'm left with a positive 33. Okay? Should have got that no matter which way you did it. Now, for number 4. The first step for both sides is to distribute. Go ahead and distribute that straight up. I'm going to write it down over here. It's pretty small, isn't it? Okay. All I did was distribute each numbers. Now, let me ask you a question. Why do I have a plus 5 right here? Right here. And also right here with plus 3. Why did I write it like that? Why am I adding? How do I know that I'm adding? Why would this not be a minus or a negative? Because if this sign in front of this is positive, which it is, you're going to write plus. What would happen if this was a negative 5? What would this change to? Negative. Okay? Same thing for the 3. Notice I had plus 3 right here. Well, that's a positive 3. If it was a negative 3, I would have a minus 3 times 70, and also a minus 3 times 8. So always keep the sign in front of it. And notice with this negative 6, just keep it the same, negative 6. A minus 3d, well, that's going to be a minus 3d. All right? That is a part that can be very easily confused. Yes? is going to give me a negative 30. 5 times a negative 3D is going to give me what?
Negative 15D.
Yes. Make sure you're not messing with that variable. Okay, you're not messing with that right now. Is equal to 3 times 8 is going to give me 24. And 3 times 70 is going to give me 21D. We are on a roll. All right. Now, from here, a couple different ways. Looks like to me I'm going to...
Add 30.
I'm going to add 30 to both sides. That's fine. Let's add 30 to both sides. Now, if I add 30 to both sides, it gets rid of that left side. Oh, my Lord. Back on track. On a roll. All right, all we have left on the left side is a negative 15D. That's good. Now, 24 plus 30 is going to give me a 54 plus 21D. What am I going to do here?
Over minus 54. No, combine like terms.
What's my only like terms?
15D.
Negative 15D and a positive 21D. Now, how do I get that 21D to the other side? Well, I would minus 21D from both sides.
That's going to make that 15. Negative 36.
Okay. Gives me a negative 36D is equal to a positive 54.
Negative 1.5. Not, yeah.
And the last thing is to divide both sides by negative 36.
Negative 1.5.
Negative 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay.